on behalf of National Institute of Disaster Management and Major Manoj Kumar Bindal Vishis Seva Medal, I welcome you all to this one-day orientation training program on India Disaster Resource Network. It's a very important network for we all as we are sitting together today to learn about this network, this resource network basically. So resource here, by resource, the government of India has assigned this task of managing this portal to the National Institute of Disaster Management at the level of Ministry of Home Affairs. I welcome all uh, the delegates and the senior officials from the state of Nagaland and Mizoram who have joined us today virtually to have an interaction on this portal, this disaster resource network. I, on behalf of General Bindal, welcome Shri Johnny Roangmei, OSD to the Government of Nagaland, Nagaland State Disaster Management Authority, Home Department, Ms. Lalbia Sangi, Secretary, Disaster, DM and Rehabilitation, Department of Home, Government of Mizoram, Mr. John L.T. Sanga, Director, DM and Rehabilitation, Government of Mizoram, Mr. Rendebo Shito, State Emergency Response Officer, who are the state level coordinators for with the and I welcome my colleagues Shri Balaji and Shri Dharmender to this one-day virtual orientation capsule, which through which we'll be going through the integrities of this resource network, so that we can come on board and we can update the inventory on the disaster management on this particular network, which has been which is the responsibility as assigned by the government of India to us also. The fact, as we all know, that inventory control management is a process of ensuring appropriate amount of stocks are maintained so as to be able to meet the demands without any delay. And since we disasters cannot be predicted, and since we all are sitting here, we are the officials who are dealing with the disasters. Therefore, we need to keep the inventory reserves so as the inventory is available within the reach of the first responders at the site of the disasters. So the foremost principle as we work here in NIDM for any inventory control manager is to make the right quantity of right inventory at the right place, right time, and the right quantities. It can lead to saving of many lives at the time of requirement. A new list of inventory has been worked out as we see today, as we will be seeing today, a list of 36 items have been categorized into total of 289 items. This has been called out of by a high-powered committee at New Delhi with the reps from National Disaster Management Authority, National Institute of Disaster Management, the Ministry of Home Affairs, and various state levels. To see the various experiences in the disasters, the inventory, which is quite critical to and required at the time of the during the disasters. We have come up with that inventory today, and we'll make you go live on this particular web portal, and we'll make you learn on the various nitty-gritties. Balaji, is ED joined? Has ED joined?
Most probably, sir. Actually, minister is on the meeting, so that I don't think so it is possible. But we'll call.
So the ED
but
would,
will remain the last minute.
Okay, our ED would be joining us later on. Though we'll start with the this particular training as such, as we are sitting together for it. But before we start, I will request Ms. Lalbia Sangi, Secretary DM and Rehabilitation, to say a few words to welcome the delegates from the state of Mizoram, and what is the expectations and what are her suggestions for this ITRM portal. I would request Ms. Lalbia Sangi.
Thank you, sir, and very warm welcome to the participants of this today's very important webinar. Yes, we've from Mizoram we are very interested in this NIDM because, as you can see, we have not been updating our resources from our state. So this webinar will be very fruitful for us, for the state who are in disaster management. And I feel that this training will bolster our capacity and for preparedness in meeting many types of disaster. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, with this, I would request from the state of Nagaland, Shri Johnny Ruangmei, OSD to the government of Nagaland, to say a few words and welcome the delegates from the state.
Good morning, sir. Our director from NIDM, Sir Major General Manoj Kumar. Thank you for having set this time aside to do a virtual orientations on the facelift of IDRN page. In fact, IDRN page is one of the unique page, at least in the Asia Pacific, where we put all the resources, manpower, and equipment together in a platform. I salute and congratulate the National Institute of Disaster Management, NIDM, for this great initiative that you have taken. And I think even the new page has also been more capable in terms of dynamisms. Thank you. And then I also welcome all my teammates from all the districts. It is great to also see virtually our neighboring states officials, especially Madam Secretary from the government of Mizoram, our neighboring state. We never meet because of this COVID-19 at the moment, but virtually we are great to see. And then also welcome to all the participants from the state of Mizoram. Before I go into the nitty-gritties, I would like to also share some of the suggestions, maybe perhaps for the improvement of this very, very imperative, important page of IDRN, which the NIDM and the NIC is taking the lead. We thank their efforts for their great innovations that they have put in. However, from the side of Nagaland, we would like to share few suggestions. If you really look at the technology check of the page, IDRN, technology check of the page, I think the bootstrap is not being properly implemented. I think that's the reason where we are not able to see or very responsive in the smartphone devices. If you can kindly take note of that and properly implement the bootstrap, it will be very, very dynamic in the page. Secondly, I think the page is built on .NET, and .NET technology is for back-end, back-end technologies. And if you really check the overall, I think the performance of the page would be grade C. So maybe perhaps if you can compress the JS sheet or maybe the bootstrap properly, I think that will be very good. And when it comes to the designing of the page, I think when we search the resource inventory, it takes us, the page is leading us to the search page. But when we continue, and if I want to go back to the other item, we will have to really do the click only the back button. Maybe perhaps the main page icons can still be up there when we are doing the other activities below. So these are few suggestions that we would like the NIC developers and the NIDM developers to kindly look at it, so that this platform, which is a very, very unique platform for the India Disaster Resource Network, it will be more dynamic, it will be more responsive, and it will be more convenient to get access from any devices. Therefore, one key important thing would be that Bootstrap could be properly implemented so that the responsiveness in the any smartphone devices can be also accessed very quickly and very easily. Once again, I want to congratulate the director in IDM, Sir Manoj Kumar, for your great efforts that you have put in here, and also the NIC people for bringing the facelift to this IDRN platform. Thank you so very much, and I believe this session is going to really enable us to understand better, and we assure you that from Nagaland side, from now on, we will try to upkeep our resources details regularly. And in case if we have not done, we would like to request the NIDM and NIC to bang us often so that we would be, awakened in order to make this page more informative. Thank you very much, sir, and thank you to all the participants.
Thank you, Mr. Johnny Rongmei, OSD to the Government of Nagaland. Sir, our Executive Director, Major Manoj Kumar Bindal, wishes Seva Medal. He has joined us, and he before I invite him to speak on the IDRN portal, I would just give a brief about his career profile, sir. Major Manoj Kumar Bindal, Vicious Seva Medal. He took over the reins of NIDM in the month of June 2019, and he took upon himself to update this inventory management portal. He has a vast experience of about more than 30 years in the army, and he was commissioned into the Army Air Defense. He has a vast experience in the field of disaster management and have taken over as ED NIDM in June 2019. He took upon himself this onerous task to connect the entire country into a network wherein the entire inventory related to disaster management gets a visibility, and it is available to the responders without any delays, which will of course save many lives at the moment. General Bindal is working with a vision to strive relentlessly towards making a disaster-free India by developing and promoting a culture of prevention and preparedness at all levels. With this background, I would request Major Manoj Kumar Bindal to open this webinar with his keynote address. Before this, sir, I would also like to surprise Jal Bendel because he was busy with the another webinar. Sir, Ms. Lal Biak Sangi, Secretary DM and Rehabilitation Department of Home, Government of Mizoram has spoken and has welcomed the participant. And as you have heard, Shri Johnny Rawangmei, OSD to the Government of Nagaland, he has spoken and he has given quite valuable suggestions which will help us improve this disaster resource network in a much better format. So with this, I would invite you to please give your keynote. Bindal, sir.
Thank you, Kalvashist. First of all, I congratulate and thank Government of Mizoram, the Government of Nagaland for holding this webinar on such an important topic which is required today. This whole software has been updated, and a need was felt that to properly utilize this portal, it is very important that each district does what it is supposed to do. And when we interacted with many of the districts, we found there is a lack of clarity as to how to go about filling in the details, how to utilize this software for their advantage. This such portal where it is for the district and maintained by the district. NIDM is only facilitating the dashboard by back-end work, but it is the success or failure of this particular portal depends entirely upon the state and the district. If they don't update it, then they are the ones who lose out, and if they update it, they are the ones who gain from it. So keeping all this in view, series of webinars is being organized with all the 36 states and union territories, so that we are able to sensitize everyone and we take suggestions. We are thankful to Ms. Lal Biakshangji, Secretary, Disaster Management and Rehabilitation Department, Home Department of Mizoram, and Sri Johnny Rungbainiji, who is OSD to Government of Nagaland from Nagaland State Disaster Management Authority, and John L.T. Sangha, Director D, Disaster Management and Rehabilitation Department, Mizoram, for holding this webinar and for giving such valuable guidance. One part of this whole thing is also to take suggestions from all districts, because the best feedback is from the youth. Your feedbacks are being taken very seriously. If it is software related, it will take us that much time to implement it. But all of the feedbacks from each webinar, each state we are collecting, and once we would have reached about 60% of the states and UTs, we are going to mix the suggestions and then see how much is doable and how much is required by most of the majority of the states. If there is a requirement of a particular state for some particular issue, we will try to have a system where for that state we can help out, and we have a provision in a uh, program. What we have recently done on request from Kerala government is have the API format, so that they have direct access of our uh, database, and they can download it and utilize it elsewhere. But it is a today one-way entry only. We are not allowing them to uh, anything in our database. Only changes they can do is through the district authorities. Now, having said that, the importance of this IDRN portal is enormous, because we have seen that whenever a disaster strikes, there is a lot of requirement of coordination. There is a lot of requirement of moving resources from one place to another. And that time, what we have seen in past is people start ringing up each other to try to find out. And a lot of time is wasted in that response. But this particular network is giving you a list of critical stores that are required. And we are also open to suggestions from the participants of what else can be added in various categories. And that there will be a committee which is of NDMA, NDRF, MHA, DM division, and NIDM, which will be consulting together and maybe include that item in the inventory or not. That will be based on the committee's recommendation, because we do not want to make the list too long. Because I'll just give an example. Someone talked about nails. That nails are very important in the reconstruction phase, because wherever, and ropes are important. So now there are certain things which are locally abundantly available, and which can be brought at a short notice. But whereas a crane, a 50-ton crane, like the building which fell down in Bhiwadi, a three-storied building, you could see the photograph that the upper slab, no one could move it. Similar things we have seen in various earthquakes in Bhuj also. So a heavy duty crane which can lift that whole slab in one go, maybe more number of lives can be saved. So
Да.
critical stores are being what looked at, and I will request all the district participants to understand their roles and responsibilities, and to ask as many questions as possible, clarify themselves, give suggestions, which are being noted by the NIDM staff, who's the Balaji and Dharmender, who's there on this webinar, who are the main architects of this software, and they will be taken note of. Once again, I wish all the participants good learning, and I request them to raise as many questions as they want. Time is not the limit, even though it is slated for 1.5 hours. It can go on till you are satisfied to the last minute. So I once again thank Nagaland and Mizoram state governments for this webinar and collaborating with NIDM for this webinar. Thank you so much, and over to you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your keynote address. I would request all the participants to kindly mute their mics.
I request I request to district officials, please kindly mute your mic during the webinar so there will be no disturbance. All the mics are muted, but I don't know where this sound is coming. Lieutenant Colonel Dinesh Chandra Vasi sir, you may please go ahead.
Yes. Thank you. I would again thank General Manoj Kumar Dindal, who has given us the keynote address and the way forward in this IDRN today's webinar. With this, we have in the start only we have received two suggestions from Mr. Johnny Ruangmei, the OSD to the government of Nagaland regarding the technology check on the Bootstrap and the .NET as he has suggested. With this, I would like to tell you here that this platform has been developed under Bootstrap technology, and it can be viewed on the mobile network as it can be seen on the desktop. Secondly, as per the NIC guidelines, this has been it has been developed as per the NIC guidelines, the Government of India guidelines on the ASP.NET, and the SQL 2017 server has been utilized for development of this resource network platform. Uh, uh, with me are Shri Balaji and Shri Dharmendra, who have developed it in house, and without any support, they have developed this resource network single handedly. And they are with us today, who will be taking us live on this web portal and will try to educate, or they will try to make you go through each and every dashboard what has come under this particular new platform. With this, the agenda for today's training would be I will start with a basic presentation on the IDRN, basically what is IDRN, how it came into existence, and what are we doing, and what is the status of Mizoram and state of Nagaland as on date. And then I will hand over to Shri Balaji and Dharmendra, who will go live on the web portal to take you to each dashboard to make you see how it functions and how it works. I would request everyone, all the participants here, to come up with the suggestions or the feedbacks during or after training. Anytime you can pitch in, and anything which is not understood, maybe ask from us anytime. So that when we get up today, as our ED has directed, there's no time limit. As we move out from today from this desktop, as we are seeing, we should be generally aware what is the IDRN requirement from the particular districts or the line directorate or the person, the data entry person who is feeding the data. So we should all be aware after getting up today from this webinar that what is our task. Due to COVID, as we all know, that this is the constraint that we are meeting today on in this virtual scenario. Though you are always welcome for any queries. We are open 24/7 for any queries. We would love to see you through the queries and make this IDRN portal much user friendly, and it can and we feel that it should be utilized by each state because as I have already said, that disaster does we never know when the disaster would strike. Excuse me. So I would start with the presentation. Make it full screen, Balaji. Slideshow. As we all know, this is hosted by NIDM. We are managing, as ED said, that we are managing the entire backend process, but major management of this website is with the district headquarters or the state. They have to feed the data for themselves to be utilized by themselves or the neighboring state whenever any disaster happens. So it is India Disaster Resource Network under the Ministry of Home Affairs and managed by NIDM as on date. Next. As we all know, and as we are sitting today, that Mizoram and Nagaland and India, our country per se, has got a unique geoclimatic condition set up, and wherein we have the coastal areas, we have mountainous terrain, we have jungle terrain, we have thickly populated areas like Delhi, Bombay, and we have very kind of geoclimatic conditions: more rains, less rains, deserts, all kinds of things are there. So we are prone to various types of hazards and disasters. As you all know, the floods, earthquakes, cyclones, landslides, and tsunami. And as on day, we are into COVID-19, and this IDRN portal is has evolved itself to the new COVID-19 requirements also. So it is ever evolving, ever changing. The suggestions from the state and the district headquarters are taken quite seriously here, and a committee is formulated once the suggestions are received, and the suggestions from today's presentation also would be taken into consideration for making any changes which are felt feasible and viable for the state, and it may if it can be utilized for betterment of this particular IDRN network. This entire presentation is being recorded, and we listen to each and every line before we put up a report to the Ministry of Home Affairs on this particular virtual training. So one of the major challenges as we all see, since we are dealing with the disasters, is the management of the inventory resources at the time of disasters. And here the resource means the equipment and skilled human resource, because at the time of disaster we require not only the equipment but the manpower also who can work on those equipments, as we have and these are quite specialized equipments, so a normal person will not be able to work on the specialized equipment. So this kind of inventory was thought of, and a a need was felt to build an inventory of resources that can help the district administration, uh, which was felt acutely that and IDRN portal was thought out at the Ministry of Home Affairs level. Next. With the initiative from the Ministry of Home Affairs in 2004 under the Government of India and UNDP DRM program, this systematic build-up of inventory and skilled human resources for the disaster managers, along with the location and details, was worked out, and this total was thought out. In year 2008, June precisely, an idea was handed over the responsibility of managing this portal. The backend, the administration portion is with an idea. Rest everything is with the district administrations. We'll show you how this district administration they manage this network. The primary focus is to enable the decision makers to access equipment and human resources required to combat any emergency situation. Next, please. This is the architecture for this particular IDRN portal under the NIC, with all the protocols being followed, especially for the security and safety. It is hosted on the internet, and this is an online portal. However, in past 2 months back, we have developed an API also, wherein the database which is hosted on this particular portal can be utilized by the state governments themselves to build upon this database for their own development of such like portals, and they can use our database for their own requirements or various they can utilize it for various other purposes related to the disaster management or emergency response, anything. So this, if you see the line department is the last chain in this entire architecture or the this network. The line department is the most important department, which feeds in, which actually feeds in the data. Uh, uh, yeah, thank you. Which feeds in the data to the district, and the district headquarters is is the first chain wherein the data is being floated on this network. And state and at the central level, we are seeing the data at the Government of India level, Ministry of Home Affairs. We take out a report on the monthly basis and we forward to the chief commissioners and the state relief commissioners, along with the Ministry of Home Affairs, this updated report every month. Next, please. There are four types of forms in this, wherein the line departments have to feed in their data. So the inventory, as we call it, is the equipment, skilled human resources, and critical supplies. The inventory has been divided into three, and form one is to to introduce any department or agency on this IDRN portal for the first time. So we need to fill this form one. So four forms, and we'll take you live and how we'll show you how these forms are to be filled and how this process is now quite simplified. Next, please. There are total 36 states, as our executive director has just briefed. All are on IDRN portal. Total of 715 districts out of 740 districts have been registered on IDRN portal and are regularly updating. Total number of 36 categories of 289 items which have been thought out by this committee, as mentioned by the executive director earlier. Next. This is the state of various updations for Mizoram state. As you can see, the various status of your updation. On the left hand side of the graph is the last 1 year data, and on the right hand side is past 1 year data. So now, as per the directions from the Ministry of Home Affairs, we are updating the data in three formats. One is the government sector, the government agencies, whoever is holding any inventory. Another is the private sector, and one is the public sector undertakings, which are in your particular districts or the states. They, as we all know, that they have inventory, such inventory where it can be utilized during the disasters. Out of the list of 289 items, so like in your state of Mizoram, we have a lot of military presence is there. So they have various equipments which are forming part of this list of 289 items. So that should be updated in the list of the government, public sector undertaking or the private sector, whatever is the type of agency which is updating their records. So the department or the department at the district level holds the major responsibility here, since the updation list as per the Mizoram state, as you can see here on the view slide. So I would request the state machinery to update this record and so that we can see the visibility for these items can be made available to the entire all the districts, the neighboring districts of the state administration. So it should be updated. As we see, serial number 8, Sarship 260 entries have been made in past 1 year. So I would request all the other district administrations or the district staff who is sitting here to update the inventory. Mahmed 79 entries have come in past 1 year. So I would request others also to catch up here. Next, please. This is the list for state of Nagaland, as we were discussing for state of Mizoram earlier. So this is nothing because we don't want to highlight anything here, but we just want to request here. Which is a request which is coming again and again through the chief commissioners, that this updation of inventory should be done. And we all know that at the time of disaster, this particular IDRN portal would save many lives, as we have seen in the example of state of Kerala and state of Odisha earlier. These two state governments have come up to the Ministry of Home Affairs, and they have really given their citations for this particular IDRN portal, that yes, because of this, they could save many lives at the time of the requirement. So NDRF, the National Disaster Response Force, they also seek the data from this particular website at the time of disasters. So I would request the Nagaland state here to kindly push in some data here, because Dimapur and Mon district are seen as entering the data here, but it is only for the government sector. So for these two districts, I would request to catch up for private and PSUs also. Anything where you feel that there's a problem or there is a need for data and there is a need for more training, my team is always ready for training. In case the things open up, we can come to the state also, and we can we can train the staff there also. But if Dimapur and Mon districts can they can add on the entries, I think that every other district can also catch up here. Next, please. This is what is the status in 2020. We have given a push to this IDRN portal as regards to 2017, 18, 19, when the things were not that glaring. Now, after the disasters which are striking India and worldwide, so this pandemic which we have seen, so impetus has been given to this IDRN portal, and you can yourself see the updations now. From 2019, 20, 21,000 entries to we have reached to 76,000 entries in this particular year. And I would request here also again to both the states that they may enter their data in this particular portal. Next, please. We have developed recently. We have developed an API. Mr. Johnny would understand much better this API concept. Why we have taken an API. This is after the Kerala State Disaster Management Authority has approached us that they, since the first thing during the disasters is the snapping of the internet lines. So the state has developed their own data management or the inventory management software, wherein they are utilizing the data bank from the IDRN portal through this API for development of their own state inventory management portal. So that they can utilize during the disasters. This is a web-based and again a mobile. Both the mobile platforms of iOS and the Android are they can be utilized in this our particular data. So we are evolving in terms of the technology also. But today, as we sit here, I would request everyone to give suggestions whatever they feel like, and no suggestion is good or no suggestion is bad. We would request that everyone should pitch in to give us some suggestions because these two minds, as they are sitting in front of you, Balaji and Dharmender, as well for this updation of this particular network as we see today. So I would request, since we are many about 30 brains are sitting right now with the senior officials from the state. So what is the particular requirement of their state should be told to us so that we can integrate that in this particular portal. Next, please. This is the dashboard of the new web portal as we have designed. This was inaugurated on 1st of June 2020, and we will take you live on the entire data was migrated from the old IDRN portal to this IDRN portal. We will take you live on this particular new portal because there have been many changes in entry and it has been made very user friendly as we require it. So we'll be taking you live on this portal for this training. Next, please. These are our contact details. I would request again that you can mail us, you can speak to us. Will be more than happy to help the state and the districts wherever they feel that there is a problem in entry of the database. We only have a request that the database should be entered. As you see that we are catching up in all India levels, so I would request both the states to catch up with the all India levels in entry of the data in this particular website. Thank you very much. This was the basic for this IDRN portal. Now I would request Shri Balaji to take on for the further proceedings and take us live on this particular web page. Thank you, Balaji. Over to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks for your wonderful presentation, Lieutenant Colonel Dinesh Sundar versus Joint Director, sir. I hope you all, district officials, state officials, understand about the IDRN system, how it's functioning. So I really thank you very so much for this giving me the opportunity for presenting my live demonstration. I request all district officials, please kindly carefully watch during the demonstration. And one humble request from National Institute of Disaster Management, please kindly mute your mic while during the webinar so that there will be no disturbance. I'll just share my screen. I hope you all can able to see my screen, right? Dharmendra, my screen is visible.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay. This is the homepage of the IDR. This is the homepage of the new IDR portal. Okay. I request to all district officials, please kindly mute your mic but during the webinar. I hope you all aware the new IDRN portal has been migrated to the new URL idrn.nidm.gov.in. So there are so many changes has been done in the new IDRN portal compared to the existing portal. Compared to the existing portal, we have developed very user friendly and very responsive also. We have added more functionality in the very easiest way to update the resource inventory on the portal. Resource inventory on the portal. So in this new IDRN portal, you can add dedicatedly department-wise data for it could be a private or it could be a government or PSU. As from the Nagaland state, Johnny sir said that I totally agree with all the new feature technology, which is really very helpful for improve our IDRM system. So we are also developed the ASP.NET MEC5 with C Sharp, and as well the database SQL Server 2017 we have used the Bootstrap also. It is a responsive display. I just want to inform these are the technology we have used in this new IDRN portal. So this is the home page. See here you can see the total number of states and UTs which is registered on the new IDRN portal. Here you can see that there are 36 state has been registered. There are 36 state and UTs has been registered in the new IDRN portal. So these are the from the Andaman to West Bengal. West Bengal there are 36 states and UTs. So there will be another one box. Total number of districts. There are 740 districts has been found pan India. So out of 740 districts, 715 districts has been registered in the new IDRN portal. See, this is the list of states and district has been we have mentioned in the portal. So here you can see the difference of the red color and the black color. So the red color would be these are the district has not yet registered in the new IDRN portal from the Arunachal Pradesh. So the black color would be these are the district has been registered in the IDRN portal. This is the basic difference between this color variation of the red and the black. So now I will show you the Nagaland state. From the Nagaland state, all the district has been registered: Kohima, Mokchung, Mon, Peak. So these are the Nagaland state. If there is any new these are the Mizoram state. These are the Mizoram state. These are the district has been registered. These are the district has been registered in the new IDRN portal. If there is any new district from the state of Mizoram and Nagaland, so please kindly get in touch with us. So we will help you to create the new user ID and password so that it could be useful for entering the resource inventory in the IDRN portal. So the next would be total number of items 289 items. See, this item 289 is there are 289 items which we have already found with the high power committee. The high power committee of the consultation with the NDRF, National Disaster Management Authority, and the MHA and the NIDM, National Institute of Disaster Management. These are the 289 items which we have already enabled in the new IDRN portal. Apart from this 289 inventory item, you can't enter or update any additional items in this new IDRN portal. If any suggestion from any district authorities or state level authority, so please kindly get in touch with us at any time. Sure, we will take your request as under the consideration. We will put up that your request in the new additional item to our committee. The committee will examine your items. So if it's really helpful during the disaster, definitely we will add that particular additional item in the new IDRN portal. So here you can see that there are 289 items. We have categorized 36 category under the 289 item. See here you can see. So here you can so here you can see the so here you can search the items whether, see, you no need to check each and every page. For example, as a user, I want to search mask, whether mask is available in this portal or not. So once if you type M alphabet, it will automatically display all the M alphabet resource inventory in the list. So here you can see the what are the items is available under the M alphabet. So motorboards is available, MRI is available, mobile OT unit is available, minibus is available, mini M3 is available, mobile phone GSM is available, mask is available, motorcycle is available. So I want to so now as I told you, mask I want to search, so mask is available. So once if you search, you can see the category. It comes under the critical supplies category. The activities is health service. So likewise you can search. So likewise you can search all the resource inventory which is already enabled the new idea. This is the basic functionality of this module. So the next would be data status report. The data status report, we are updating monthly wise, yearly wise the resource inventory which is updated, which is done the updation from the state wise and district wise. Here you can see that before last month, the August month, we have not yet uploaded, but due to some technical reason, we have not uploaded. Soon we will be adding. Maybe to end of the day, we will add the August month report. So here you can see the monthly wise report from the first PDF would be the state wise report. Here you can see the Mizoram state and the Nagaland state has been zero for the 1 July 2022, 31 July 2020. So I request to the state officials, who is attending this webinar. I request, it's a humble request from National Institute of Disaster Management, Ministry of Home Affairs. So we are requesting to the all, we are requesting, we are regularly requesting to through mobile, through email, through letter. So it's very helpful for if you update idea, if you update the resource inventory, some of the resource inventory in the IDRN portal during the disaster time. So here you can see the district report in the detailed report of the district. So I will see the Mizoram district. So the see, these are the district. See, all the status is 0. So the Nagaland also, all the status of the July month is 0. So I request all district officer, please kindly get in touch with the line department so that it is useful for utilizing this portal during the disaster if any resource inventory is required at the time of emergency. I hope you all aware this is the countrywide query for resource inventory. It's open to all. So here you can see the resource inventory which is available on the particular district or particular state or any resource items in the portal. So here you can see the for example, now I want to search mask. How many masks is available or any equipment is available in the district of Nagaland. So here I am selecting, here you can select Nagaland. So I am selecting Nagaland. The state is available. There are 36 states we have enabled. So you may please select the Nagaland. So the district is also available. There are what are the district has been registered in the IDR portal. It will automatically display. So if you want to select multiple district, you can select multiple district also. If you want to select only single district, you can select single district. If you want to search, you can. If you want to search the district of Uha, you can search. You can search through alphabetic also. These are the new additional functionality. These are the new features we have enabled in the new IDRN portal. So for the demonstration, I'm going to select all the district of the state Nagaland. So here you can see the category. There are 3 categories available. The one is equipment, another one is human resource, another one is medical supplies. I hope you all aware there are 289 items which we have classified under the 3 type of categories for the easy and better understanding of the resource inventory search. For example, I want to search equipment related items in this particular Nagaland state and under all the district. So here you can select the same way, that multiple item also you can select and the single item also you can select. If you want to search any item, you can select the particular item also. For example, I want to search tractor. See, tractor is available. So tractor is available. So these are the one of the additional main feature in the new IDRM portal. So for the demonstration, I'm going to select all the items. So I'm giving the find result. See, once if you select the state, concerned state and the district and the category and the equipment, it will, this is the format of the resource inventory query report of the query report. Here you can see the state name Nagaland and the district name Mokchong, and the district another one district name Dimapur. So item is 4-wheel drive vehicle is available, 10 number of quantities available, 4-wheel vehicle, and the location is office they have mentioned, but I request all district officer, please kindly mention the exact location of the vehicle, where it is located. So source, the source is from government. So the most of the states under this most of the district is making the mistake of source while entering the data. See, since this is the government organization, CRPF, this is government organization, it's okay for it's okay government. But if in case if it is a private, if it is a PSU unit, I request to, while entering the data, please kindly mention the please kindly mention the exact source of the items, whether it's a private, it's a government, it's a PSU, you have to mention accordingly while updating. That I'll teach you later, that I'll explain you later. So here you can here,
Balaji,
sir, hello.
can I interrupt, please?
Yes, sir, yes.
So in this page,
Yes,
what
yes.
I was suggesting before was that the main page icon can be on the top.
Yes.
Now here only when we click back button only we can go back to the main page. So from here, if you want to go to any other page, we have to only click back button. But if you keep the main page icon on the top, then we can go. So it will enable us for easy navigation. This is my humble suggestion again. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much, Mr. Johnny Revani, sir. Definitely, we have taken your request on high priority. So after my demonstration, after I rec- after my demonstration, there I will give each and every district I will give you the time to ask question and request. You can, the time you can suggest, whatever you are feeling, whatever your feedback, you can register with us. So just to give me next 10 to 15 minutes, I will complete my live demonstration. So if there is any question, you may please write in the chat box as well. Chat box as well. If there is any internet connectivity issue, I have mentioned in the YouTube live URL in the chat box. You may please kindly join through the YouTube as well. Thank you, Mr. Johnny sir. Thanks for your kind suggestion and thanks for your continuous kind suggestion and feedback in this new idea and portal. So this is the function of this countrywide query. So next would be the about next would be the about of the IDRN. This I hope you all aware of what is the functionality, what is the function of the IDRN, how it's functioning. So next would be the resource inventory. This is also same for better easy accessing the page. We given the dedicated separate page for countrywide query for resource inventory search. So you can search through here also. The item details is same as what I have shown in the home page. So the next would be user manual. So the user manual. Here you can see that there are two drop down, user manual and another one is a data collection format. So here you can see the user manual. What is the function of forms which is available on the new idea reporter, form 1, form 2A, form 2B, form 2C. See here you can see the list of resource availability, list of resource inventory which is already enabled and available on the new IDRN portal. There are 289 items. We given the PDF format. So this PDF has to circulate to all the line department. I request to all district officials and the district authorities district officer, please kindly circulate this resource inventory list to all your line department, whatever it may be. If it is a government or private or PSU, they have to, you may please circulate, you may please kindly get in touch with the all line department time to time, so that the resource inventory can be updated on the IDRN portal. See here, you can see the categories cutter. Under the cutter, there these are the items has been we have classified. So likewise, there are 289 items we have listed out. There are 289 items we have listed out. So another would be the data collection format. So most of the state and the district has getting confusion of the functions of these forms. Since this IDRN portal is able to update online updation, why this form has required? Form 1, Form 2A, Form 2B, Form 2C. It's very simple. For better understanding, for maintaining the record from the each line, each department wise, from the state level or district level headquarters, this district collector or district magistrate is the responsible for circulating this form to the line department. So I request to all district officers, please kindly circulate these forms to all the line department. So the form one is the function. Form 1A is used for the what is the particular department, what is the particular department address and contact person and designation telephone number. Whether it is a government, PSU, it's private, they have to select according to the sector. So the most of the district is making the mistake of selecting government. See, I have noticed so many district has been done the mistake of the private organization. They are getting the resource inventory through some private consultancy and private sector and PSU sector. But this responsibility of updation is only for the district level headquarters. So they were thinking it's a government sector. It's a government sector resource inventory. It should not like that. Whatever the department, it's a private or PSU, you have to mention accordingly. We have to select accordingly, so that while generating the report of the government and the private and PSU, it is very easy to identify the sector wise. So this is the form 2A, and form 2B and form 2C. Again, most of the district and getting confusion, since this form, all the form is similar. Form 2A, Form 2B, Form 2C. Then what is the purpose of these different types of forms? It's very simple. For better understanding, for better updation of the resource inventory, we given the classification for Form 2A is equipment related item only equipment related item can only you can able to enter. Form 2B is you can mention only skilled human resource related items only you can mention. Form 2C is critical supplies related item can only you can enter. So that when the line department send it back to the district headquarters, so it's very easy for updating the information in the online inventory in the online resource inventory in the IDRN portal. So next, this is the most important thing. I request to all district officers, please kindly carefully watch this module. So I hope you all the district have the user ID, dedicated user ID and password. We have the user ID password for each and every district pan India. 715 district have the user ID and password. So if any district don't have the user ID password, please kindly write an email to admin.idrn@nic.in, or else you may contact at any time. Sure, I will send you the user ID password for your district. There will be no dedicated user ID and password for a department wise, only district wise. So I will going to explain how to add a department in your district in the login, how to modify the resource inventory, how to delete the resource inventory. So I'm going to log in the dummy user. So this is the dummy user. For live demonstration, I'm going to log in my dummy user. So once if you log in, you will once if you log in, you will get like this dashboard. This is the dashboard of each and every district can able to see. So here you can see the edit DCDM profile. Here you can see the edit DCDM profile. I request to all district officials and please kindly make sure time to time who is a present DC district magistrate and district collector. So we are tried many times to contact many district pan India. So no, so whatever the information feeded in this form, so the most of the number is not working. So at the time of any emergency during this any during any disaster, we are unable to contact the district authority. The firstly we have to contact district authority. So I request to all district officers, please kindly update current DCDM detail in the correct manner. So mobile number, contact number, and district. So there is a one nodal officer from the each district. District Disaster Management Authority is the concerned person of the nodal person. So the next would be item code and name for better understanding, for easy accessing the items detail for the district authorities. After login also we are given this feature. There are 289 items. So data status report. So we are continuously receiving so many requests and suggestion feedback from the pan India. So all the district and state has states are requested for they want to download in the Excel format, in the PDF format. For example, they want to download the resource inventory in the last 1 month, last 1 year, last 6 months. So we are working on it. So soon we will be adding that module in the IDRN portal. So the district database. This is the district database. Here you can see the record uploaded and the number of item identified. Here you can see the state name and the district name. For live demonstration, we have taken the Delhi and Delhi state and New Delhi district. This is not the live data of the what they are updating from the New Delhi. So record uploaded and number of item identified. Record uploaded. There are 623 record has been uploaded from the date of 2016 to 2016 to till date. So number of item identified 196. Each and all the district are getting confused. What is the difference between record uploaded and the number of item identified? I hope you all the district officials and the state officers are aware. As I told you, there are 289 items has been classified in the IDRN portal. Out of the 289 items, 196 items has been found from the till day, from the starting date from the 2016 to till day. That is the difference between the number of item identified and the number of item recorded. So the next would be user manual for easy downloading, for easy accessing the user manual. So we are given the features of the inside the module also. So training video we are working on it. Soon we will be adding that. Whatever the new updation are coming up, whatever the new changes are being made in this portal, we are planning to put the training video for this is the data collection format. So inside the login also you can take the data collection format. You may please circulate to all the line department and the notification we are working on it. Whatever the data expired, or if there is any required updation from your district or state level, so we will be giving the notification part. So this is the most important thing what I am going to explain here. This is the most important core module of this IDRN portal. How to add new department. How to add resource in. How to update the resource inventory in the existing department. How to modify the department. How to modify the items. How to delete the items. I am going to give you the explanation. See here, there is an option for add record and modify record. When you click add record, you will get one form. This is the form. You have to feed the all the information which is entered by the which is filled by the line department as per the form 1. As per the form 1, you have to fill. See, if that particular department is first time registering, you have to click add record. If in case that department already registered, already added in your district, you have to click modify record. Once if you click modify record, here you can see the list of registered district. You can able to see in the drop down according to the list. You may please kindly select and add the item, modify the department detail if there is any changes. You can see the item list what is the existing item in this particular department. So now I will give you the demo for how to add the new department. I'm going to add MN Private Limited for M for Mizoram, N for Nagaland. For live demonstration, I taken some for sample name. MN Private Limited. I'm going to register one MN Private Limited in this new IDRN portal. So department address, whatever the address, Mizoram, whatever the address, you may please register. Contact person is Mr. Johnny. Contact person is Mr. Johnny. Whoever the contact person, you may mention accordingly. So the contact person designation manager, whatever the designation address would be, you have to mention as per the address located in the private limited. So I'm mentioning Mizoram, but you have to mention the complete address. I don't know the complete address, that's why I'm mentioning. So pin code also you have to mention as per the location. 1110001. I don't know the exact pin code of the Mizoram. That's why I given my New Delhi pin code. But you may please kindly enter the correct pin code. If there is any mobile number, you may please mention the mobile number as well. So telephone number is mandatory 011 2343 8289. I'm mentioning. So email ID would be Johnny at gmail.com. Otherwise, if there is any department related email ID, you may mention that also. So this is the most important thing where you are making where all the district authorities making the mistake. So since I hope you all aware, this is the private industry. You have to select only private. Most of the district is making the mistake of selecting government. So while generating the report, all the report is mismatching. All the report is wrong. Wrong data is extracted. So I request all district officer, please kindly make sure while selecting this source, if it's a private, you have to select private. So you please submit. Once if you submit, the details saved successfully, it means that this particular department has been added in your district. So if you want, so after feeding, here you can see the option for click here to add inventory record. So here you have to add items, resource items in this particular department. This item, I hope you all aware, this item as per the list of this resource inventory 289 only, you can able to update. For example, I want to update rope. So once if you click R alphabet, it will automatically display all the R alphabet under the resource inventory. I hope you all aware. I want to update rope. I request to district officer, please kindly mute your mic. Please kindly make sure your mic whether it's muted or not, so that there will be no disturbance during the webinar. Thanks for your kind cooperation and understanding. So I'm going to update rope. So rope probably rope unit will be meter. So quantity available Mizoram. So location, sorry, quantity you have to mention what is the quantity. So I am going to mention I have 500 meter of rope. So I mentioned 500 meter. Location Mizoram. So exact location you may please mention. If there is any type of rope, say one layer rope or two layer rope or any type, you can mention the type as well. So I'm mentioning two layer rope. Submit. Yes, this particular item has been added in this particular private industry. Now I am again going to add. So now I am again going to add. So now I am again going to add multiple item. Multiple item. In the same time, you can. In the same time, you can add another one item also. For example, I am going to add CT scan. Once if you enter the C alphabet, it will automatically display all the C type under the category items. So I'm going to add CT scan. So CT scan, I'm going to select number. So number is the unit. So CT scan is 50 quantities available. So location is Mizoram. The exact location you may please kindly mention Mizoram. So item description. If there is any different type of item in the CT scan, you can mention. So this I'm mentioning MRI CT scan. I hope you all aware there are two items I have added. There are two items I have added in this M1 Private Limited. See, for example, after 10 days, after 15 days, after 1 month, if you want to add more resource inventory item in this particular department, you have to select modify record. You have to select modify record. You have to select modify record. Here you can see the list of registered department. As I told you, I have created also M1 Private Limited. Here you can see the M1 Private Limited. So I'm selecting M1 Private Limited. This is after 10 days. I am I'm adding some other resource inventory in this particular department. So here you can see the add item. There is one option and the item list and modify or delete department. See, for example, if this department doesn't have any item, you can delete at any time. If there is any changes in this department name or department person, you can modify. For example, I want to delete this department. I am going to delete. Are you sure want to delete the department? Yes. So this department can't be deleted because item dependent on this department. Why? Because as I hope you all aware, there are two inventory item has been added in this particular department. Before deleting this department, firstly you have to delete that particular item. Then only it is possible to delete this particular department. So I'm going to select again M1 Private Limited. So I'm going to add more. So here you can see the item list. There are two items we have added. The CT scan and a rope. It is showing. See here you can see the modify and the update information and the delete information. If you want to modify this particular, see for example, after 10 days or 1 month, this CT scan quantity is reduced. You can modify. For example, 40 now in the present situation after 10 days only 10 quantities available. So I am updating. You can update at any time. So see the quantity is modified, quantity is changed. That's it. If you want to see, if you want to add more item, you can add item in this particular department. In the existing portal, each and every, I hope you all aware who is dealing with this IDRM portal from the district level officer attending this webinar. Compared to the existing portal, we have simplified more user friendly in this new portal. The existing portal, you have to each and every time update department name, department concerned person name, and item name and item quantity. Each and every that will be more time is consumable for the data entry. But here you can see once if it is registered, you can add anytime. Anytime for the particular under the particular department any item. For example, I am adding one more item. Yeah, I am going to add ABC type ABC axe. I am going to add axe. Quantity I have 78 quantity. Location Mizoram. If there is any different type of axe, you can mention. As I don't know any different types, I am mentioning just for axe. So Now you can see the now you can see the M1 Private Limited has updated the three number of items. See, here you see the CT scan acts rope. You can see. Now I want to delete rope because in the current situation I don't have the rope. So here you can see the rope. So I'm going to delete. I have deleted the rope. This is the major functionalities of this IDR portal. So next would be query department wise report. Next would be department wise report. Here you can see the list of department. So according to the department, you can select the report. So as per your selection of department name, it will show the data which is updated under this particular department. Here you can easily find out the resource inventory. If you want to take print, you can take print through this format also. So we are in the process of adding one more functionality of downloading the Excel format or CSV format or PDF format. So soon we will be adding that also. So in the next would be date wise report. Here you can see, here you can select the date wise. Here you can see the date wise from 15 September to 23 September. I want to check what are the item has been updated. See, here you can see the from the 15 September to 23 September. We are 23 September. I have selected tomorrow date. So during from the 15 to 23 September, during this time, in between time, what are the item has been added here? This is also here you can see axis updated for today 22. So 22 update. So CT scan is updated today. So CT scan again updated 17th 9 2020. This is the ADC Private Limited. So Hitachi is updated on 17th and NBC face mask is updated for 17 and bus is updated for 15. So this is the so you can easily identify during the time what are the item has been updated. This is Balaji from National Institute of Disaster Management, New Delhi headquarters. Uh, due to some electricity power disconnection, I have joined through one of my colleague. I have joined through one of my colleague PC. So sorry for the interruption. Due to some power disconnect, we could not able to connect. Give me next 2 to 3 minutes. Soon I will be going to continue with my live demonstration. Uh, can you please anyone respond? Is my screen is visible?
Yes, visible.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much for your kind response. Due to some internet connectivity, my system. Yes.
For those documents which are not being coded, how do you go about with that? Through the mail or because all the items are usually coded in the coded format. So,
Okay.
yes. Shall we go ahead with the mail correspondence? Is there any option that we can add the items which are not coded here in the format?
What sir, which is not added in the resource inventory you want to add? You mean?
Actually, say power cutter has 003, for example, and stretcher has 01, kind of 543. But if there are some items which does not have the code, we cannot go ahead adding the item. So how do you go about with that?
Yes. That's what we are continuously what we are continuously requesting to all the district and state. You may please write that particular items, write email to or write a letter to the IDR administrator, National Institute of Disaster Management, or admin.idr.nac.in. Sure, we will examine your item. If it is really helpful, definitely we will be adding that item. We will integrate item code in that particular item. Don't worry, sir. You may please write a mail.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any district officials from Chambai district, Mizoram? Chambi? This is the right time to, you can raise question, you can clarify your doubts, whatever. You can give feedback or suggestion. Chambi district? If there is any district officer from Chambi district, please kindly mute your mic. Okay. If there is any officer from Kolasipik district, Kolasipik.
Yes, present.
Yes. Tell me, sir, is there any doubt or any clarification, any suggestion, feedback?
No. My question, which I have, has already been asked earlier.
Okay. Is anything else, sir? Okay,
No,
next
thank you.
district. Okay, sir. I request all district officials. We are running out of time. Please kindly unmute your mic and please register your feedback or suggestion or complaint. Any doubt you may please kindly unmute your mic and inform, so that it could be easy for us to provide better solution to you. Next district, Lungli district, Mizoram. Is there any officers from Mamit district?
Oh, hello. This is from Lunglai district.
Tell me, sir. Yes.
Well, sir,
Yes, sir. Tell me, sir.
I will be writing a mail, sir. I will be sending a mail
Sure.
regarding my.
Sure.
Because I'm having some signal issues at the moment, sir.
Yes. Sure, sir. Please write email. No issue.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Shaigar district from the Mizoram state, Sherhip district. Is there any officials from Shaigar district or Sherhip district? Okay, we'll go Nagaland. So Nagaland Dimapur district. The participation is very less, 33. But why we have conducted this particular idea and training program to the why we are covering to the each and every state for we want to provide the better understanding about the this idea and system. That is the reason of this training program, and also we want suggestion and feedback or any clarification if you have. that is the reason of this webinar. So I hope you all might understand. Request to all district officials, please kindly unmute your mic and register your suggestion or feedback in this platform. Okay.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes,
This is
yes.
from
Yes,
this is from Progressive District again. So
yes. Yes.
actually, I am happy to see a new version of IDRN portal. So
Thank you.
I hope that it is much easier and more user friendly.
Yes, yes, yes.
And one question which which I want to raise is like in the earlier version when we are trying to modify some items, especially when it comes to the contact persons. See, in case of government properties, we usually put the contact person as means the head of the department. So
Okay.
in government servant, there is some transfer and posting. So
Okay.
most of the time we are troubling with updation of that contact persons of that
Okay.
particular items.
Okay.
So in earlier case, we have for each item we have to update to we have to do updation time and again for each
Okay.
items of that
Okay.
contact persons. So that
Okay.
is very time consuming and it's a very it's a problem for us. So in this what I want to ask is it possible that if once we update the contact persons in that screen, I mean I don't know what to say
In the portal.
in the portal now. So is it possible to update all the contact persons of each items? There might be some 4, 5, or maybe 10 items of the particular means department.
Okay.
So
Okay. Okay.
once we update the contact persons in the main screen, so that all the contact persons in that item will be updated. So
Okay. Okay.
some kind of things can be done or what?
Okay, sir. Sure, sure. Thanks for your valuable feedback and a wonderful suggestion for this multiple contact, multiple, multiple contact you want to add as per the items. Definitely, I have taken your request on high priority. If it is possible, definitely we will integrate that module, sir. Thanks for your kind suggestion, sir.
Okay, thank you. Welcome.
Thank you. Is there any other district officials from Nagaland state? Mon district? Mon-
To make one more observation here, sir.
yes, yes. Tell me, sir.
Uh, in the department or agency detail,
Okay.
they have all the mobile numbers, but mobile numbers are we can add. But if we are, so we can see that mandatory where we are not getting, and if we put the landline number, we cannot proceed. So if you can kindly make it as optional, but mobile number mandatory. That way, I think we will be able to easily, immediately proceed to enter the data. Otherwise, the telephone number, landline number is not mandatory where we are not getting all this landline numbers are not available now.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Really, really wonderful your suggestion. Actually, we are our executive director, Major General Manoj Kumar Bindal also has said to make mobile number as a mandatory in the field of the while updation. But in the next upgradation of this IDRN portal, maybe within 1 week or 2 weeks, definitely we will make mandatory for mobile number. We will remove that option for telephone number.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Laurie. Parent district, Peak district, Kimshang district.
Sir, parent, Peck district present, sir. No questions,
Yes,
sir.
yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay. Peak district.
Peg District present, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
No question.
Thank you. Thank you. Tunsang district. Okay. Oka district. I'm really sorry if there is any pronounce mistake from the district name. So, yeah, tell me, madam.
Like our ma'am has mentioned earlier, our district would not update the IDRN because we are not aware of the user ID and password.
Acha, you want user ID and password?
Yes, for the Waka district.
Yes, yes. Ma'am, you may please write email to admin.idrn@nsc.in. Please write email to admin.idrn@nsc. Madam, sure, I will send you the user ID password within half an hour to 1 hour once mail received from your end.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, the last district, Zungi Boto district from the Nagaland state.
Yes, whatever queries we have, we'll send you through mail. We'll mail you about our queries.
Yes, yes, okay. Okay, now the floor is open to all. This is the so we are into the end of this webinar. So if there is any, if whoever not willing to register through call, you may please write in the chat box as well, or you may please write email to admin.idrn@nsc.in. Sure, we will take your request or feedback, complaint on high priority. Accordingly, we will work and we will integrate as per your suggestion. JD sir, are you available?
Yes, yes, I'm available.
Yes, you may please kindly give your conclusion remark.
Yes, thank you so much, Balaji, and for giving us this online and being live there. With this, we have tried to give you an insight of the IDRN web portal, the portal which we have just recently developed and launched. Though the features are same, however, it has been made quite user friendly, and we have always during this presentation of or this virtual training have always requested each one to have some suggestions on how we can uh, make it much more user friendly, and so that the data can be made visible to all. And it can be utilized during the times of disasters or in case of an emergency. With this, we have come to the end of our today's program. In case any of the states or the districts, if they feel that they require more training on this IDRN portal, they can approach us and we will plan a training again for them in today's scenario, as we can meet only virtually. But if the things open up, we can come to the state also, and there also we can train each one. We can give a hands-on exposure on this particular website. This I will again request the states to update their data on this particular network. It is a mandate given by the central government to update the data on this IDRN portal. And I'm sure that with this, we have got some hands-on experience on the web, this web portal. I would now also like to thank Mr. John L.T. Sangha, the Director, DM and Rehabilitation, Government of Mizoram, and Mr. Rendemo Shitio, State Emergency Response Officer from State of Nagaland, who have been the coordinator from their states and who have brought us together to sit here during this these deliberations on the IDRN portal. With this, on behalf of Major Manoj Kumar Bindal, I would thank Ms. Lalbiak Sangi, Secretary, DM and Rehabilitation, Department of Home, Government of Mizoram, for sparing her time and listening to us on this very important aspect of IDRN. And I would thank Shri Johnny Ruangmei, OSD to the Government of Nagaland, for sparing his valuable time and giving us suggestions and that too quite technical. And we look forward to him for many such suggestions in future also. Now I will again request if Ms. Lalbiak Sangi is there to say a word, few words to the delegates present from our state. Ms. Lalbiak Sangi.
Lalbia Sahi ma'am. Ma'am, are you there? Are you available, ma'am?
Okay, no problems. On behalf of her I would thank all the delegates from the state of Mizoram. If Mr. Johnny Roang May is available, I would request him to conclude today's deliberations for the state, sir. Mr. Johnny Roang May, sir.
Mr. Johnny Rohani, sir, are you available, sir?
I think this network issues or something.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Johnny.
Yeah, Mr. Rindama.
Yeah, Mr. Johnny is having some network issue.
Okay.
Anyway, he wants to thank all the participants from Nagaland, and we have one request to the NIDM for this IDRN. Like if it is possible to organize a regional training, or maybe rather a state level training for the district level officers, and as well as from the different department of the district level. It will be good if we can have a regional training or a state level training for this for the same. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Mr. Randamo, I would request you to put in an email in this respect, and we will get back to you. Through MHA, we'll get back to you on this particular respect. Thank you so much. Thank you. Mr. John, are you available? Mr. John Iriti Sangha?
Mr. John, sir, are you available?
Hi.
Yeah, tell me, sir.
Thank you very much. Okay, I would like to express my gratitude on behalf of SEOC and the Directorate for organizing today's virtual meeting. It has been really successful, and we have been enlightened, and I do hope that this meeting will be very beneficial for the state of Mizoram and for the work which DDMA are going to do, and in updating IDRN. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you, Mr. John. And now with this, I would like to conclude today's meet, and I hope this particular session has been good, and it may we will expect some data updation from the states now. So I would like to end this seminar, and thank you to both the states, and we look forward to meeting again on this particular respect. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.